In this video, I'm going to show you how I made my wall lanterns. Tools and supplies that I used were tacky glue, super glue, scissors, cutters, tweezers, a ruler, a stir stick, and an LED light. The first thing you're going to need to do is measure and cut 6 pieces from the coffee stir stick. 3 of them are going to be 1.5 centimeters long. One piece will be 1 centimeter long. And the final 2 pieces are going to be 1/2 centimeter each. Now it's time to cut the pieces. While they don't have to be perfect cuts, the closer you are to the right size, the better it's going to look overall when you're finished. And remember, these sizes are up to you. These are the sizes I used, but you can make it any size you need. Now it's time to assemble them. I used super glue, the gel is my favorite, to put the 3 1.5 centimeter pieces together. Basically when they're done, it should have the shape of a U. And the 1 centimeter piece is going to fit on top. So it'll have a square, and the top, there's going to be like where the opening is for the LED to come out. Now grab your LED light. I used a flickering yellow LED and pull the wires through it. Leave the LED at the end where there was an opening and bend it up at the 90-degree angle. And finally add a little glue to the front and add one of the 1/2 centimeter pieces to cap it off. The LED light is now angled up in the direction you want your lantern going. Now it's time for the parchment paper. Again, this is another thing up to your judgment. You can make it any size. I cut a 1 centimeter strip from some parchment paper And that was what I was going to use. Now I got some tacky glue, and I used it over normal PVA just because it's a little bit more, well, tacky, and the parchment paper seems to stick to it a little bit better. So I used some glue and I covered up my LED light, and then I grabbed my parchment paper and began to slowly wrap it all the way around, and I tried to keep it as tight as I could. Once you get it started, go ahead and add a little bit more tacky glue on the inside of the parchment paper so that as you continue to wrap it around the LED light, it's going to stick to the parchment paper. Now you're going to want to cut off any excess parchment paper. Make sure that glue is all the way to the end so that after you cut it off and you wrap it around, the whole piece sticks together as one cylinder of parchment paper. All right, now to finish it off, this is by far the easiest part. Add a little bit of glue to the top and grab that 1/2 centimeter piece of coffee stir stick and just place it on top. The hardest part is just trying to make sure it's nice and even. Of course, you should always test your LED before you start, but I also like to test it again once it has been finished and before I've added any paint or Mod Podge or anything like that.